Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Zero from TechDragon.info, and today I have the 9.5 test server for you. And I literally just jumped on and I saw this and I had to make a video. It's quite late for me already, but I just had to make this video for you guys because, yeah, I'm sure a couple of you would like to know about 9.5 test server. So sit back, relax, and I'll show you not everything, but I'll show you around a little bit. Probably going to be some follow-up videos in the next couple of days to show you everything, because I'm going to try to keep this somewhat short. Yeah, right. Anyways, let's get started. And yes, you are looking at the Sherman Firefly. Yeah! I can already tell you a couple of things. I've played one game in it just real quick to get a feel for it. Gun. Let's take a look here. Rate of fire, excellent. My crew is only, as you can see, a 75% crew. I didn't have a good crew and I didn't want to waste my gold just yet. I might put a better crew in it later to get a better idea, but I just want to quickly see it. Might want to get some premium tanks at some point here to test them out and do some early sort of sneak peeks for you guys. So yeah, I kept my gold for a little bit for now at least. Anyways, the gun, great rate of fire, great penetration, good damage. Accuracy is a pretty big downside, really, and aim time is good. So right now with this crew and this loadout, and by the way, vertical stabilizer, yeah, this thing can mount a vertical stabilizer. Big news, good thing to know. So yeah, that's very nice. Accuracy, like I said, yeah, not so great. The whole oh great, that bug is back. Anyways, the whole armor, because it's so sloped, can actually bounce some shots, surprisingly. Let's take a quick look here. Yes, I researched a whole bunch, we'll get to that in a second. It was a loss because, yeah, I had a fantastic team. I took 8 shots, 5 of them penetrated, 3 did not, so I did still have 3 bounces. All of them were at point blank. So, yeah. As you can see, doing 800 damage in a very short game, 700 something, it's pretty good. Yeah, of course it was a bit of a screwed up match, but yeah. So the Firefly, great gun. Accuracy is pretty bad, 0.4. Yeah, but you can mount a vertical stabilizer, which helps tremendously. So that's pretty good. If you wanted to, you could also do enhanced gun laying drive, but the aim speed is not that bad. And the vertical stabilizer is pretty much a 10% or 20% bonus to your circle. It's always 20% smaller, so it starts off 20% smaller is the best way to describe it, I guess. So yeah, vertical stabilizer, yes please. This is the fully decked out version, as you can see. 460 horsepower engine, 40 degrees traverse, which is pretty good. Low limit, not really interesting. And the radio is a bit meh, but should be good enough for its tier. Like I said, it's pretty sloped, so it actually bounces some shots. I was kind of surprised at that because it's only 50 millimeters, excuse me. So armor all around 50, 38, 38. Side and rear is garbage, absolute garbage. Turret, yeah, not that great, but you do have the gun mantlet, which will probably bounce some shots. But don't expect this to be a good hull down tank. Depression, not that good. If I had to guess, I haven't looked it up. I might do separate videos on these tanks, by the way. Probably will, actually. But the gun depression on this tank is only about 5 degrees, if I'm guessing. It's okay, but it's not great. Side profile, you can see that it's about like this, give or take. It's kind of hard to see, but it's not a whole lot. It's not bad, but it's not a whole lot. So keep that in mind. So that's definitely new. Let's take a look at the research tree here. And one thing I want to say is I was right. I was completely right. The Valentine goes into the Archer, and it's about 20k is what I said in a previous video, and behold, 19.3k. I was 100% right about that one. So, Archer, new TD. This thing is going to be monstrously bad, as in for your opponents. You have a choice between this gun, which probably is not going to be the best gun, but we'll take a look, because you don't have to research this one, but I already have it researched from the 88, 87. So this gun does carry over. If you already have the other line, you're going to have a nice time. Now, I mean, between the two, if you have this one unlocked, yeah, definitely go for that one. 171 pen at tier 5. Holy flippin' balls. This is one of the highest penetration guns of its tier at tier 5. I'm not sure if it's the highest, but definitely one of the highest. And with that DPM, yeah, it's a pretty damn insanely good tank. Of course, it doesn't have armor. Let's take a quick look here. 20, 20, 20. And it's open top, so you can't mount vents. And, you know, artillery is going to do full damage if they hit. So, it does have its downsides, but top speed, slow as fuck. So, yeah, it does definitely have its downsides. Like I said, we'll take a better look at these tanks at some other point. Here we have the variation on the M10 Wolverine, the brace version of it. Also mounts the 17-pounder gun, same gun. So that's kind of the problem. At tier 6, the gun is still okay, but then we get to the Challenger, tier 7, and that pretty much gets the same gun. It's an upgraded version, like this is the normal one that goes into the Archer and Challenger. And you do get an upgraded version, as you can see. Slight rate of fire, no? Rate of fire is the same. Penetration is the same. Accuracy is the same. It's just the aim time. 1.9, of course, is, you know, ridiculously good, but still, the rest is all identical. 171 pen as a tier 7 TD. That's not great. That's not great at all. And the accuracy isn't, you know, laser guided missile accuracy, so this seems like a bit of a bad TD. I don't know if this is gonna be good, but as you can see, it does get a turret. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it's 100% turnable. 360 degrees traversable is a better way of saying it. So, you do get a TD with a gun, and I'm pretty sure this is, yep, a Cromwell. So, it's gonna be fast, top speed 52. So, you have basically a Hellcat with the gun of a, I don't know, the Centurion Mark 1, the stock gun on it, I think, or the final gun, I don't remember. So, yeah, I think that's the final gun, actually. No, actually it isn't. No, the stock, or the first, whatever, doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm ranting. So, yeah, it's gonna be mobile, but that gun is not great for a TD, so, not sure about that one. We get up to the Charioteer, awesome name, and we get the 105mm. Yes, that is the Centurion 7.1 gun. 268 pen, 390 average damage, 0.35 accuracy, 2.5 second aim time. Rate of fire, of course, not great, but that's a pretty damn good gun for tier 8. That is a really good gun for tier 8. Let's be honest. That is, I'm probably gonna get that one. I'm fairly sure I want to get this tank. Hull armor and turret armor are going to be garbage. Keep that in mind. As you can see here, armor is garbage. And I'm going through these tanks rather quickly, I know, because I'm going to do in-depth looks at these tanks. Tier 9 gets 120 millimeter, 259 or 295. I can't speak. 259. I was right the first time around. Penetration, which is a bit odd. If we take a look at the tier 8s, I mean, you go from 260 to 259, so you're losing almost 10 penetration for 10 more damage, which is a bit strange. You get better accuracy and better aim time and a better rate of fire, so, you know, it's a trade-off, and 259 is still pretty damn good penetration, let's be honest, but it's kind of weird that you lose penetration. You do get damage, you do get accuracy and better aim time, better rate of fire, so, yeah, I guess you can't really complain about that. Speed-wise, it gets a 950 horsepower engine. Let's take a look at the stats here, but it also weighs 50 tons, but that's still not terrible. It's a pretty decent grunt in the engine, so I think it's gonna maneuver pretty much like a Centurion. Yeah, based on the Centurion. There we go. It's pretty much gonna work like a Centurion. Which means the top speed isn't very high, but the mobility is good, so your movement, you know, you're away from the starting line pretty quick. Your acceleration is going to be good. You're going to be on that top speed pretty quick, which means you're, you know, going to be out there pretty quick, just not fast. It's hard to describe if you haven't played a tank. Like, if you play Centurion, you're going to be the first one out of the cap circle most of the time, because the thing is fast, just not at top speed, so then people overtake you. But initial, drive away, you're going to be pretty quick, and I'm assuming this is going to be the same. Again, I'll get back to these tanks in a different video. Gun, interesting, you don't have to research anything, and for this thing, I'm not going to have to research pretty much anything. This one is already used in the Centurion, so I already have it unlocked. So it's going to be a pretty painless grind for me. I mean, this tank, all I have to do is an engine, if I even want the engine. Probably do, but still. Is this engine reused anywhere? Conqueror, Centurion, okay. Yeah, if I get it on my 7/1, I can use it here as well. So this is going to be a pretty painless grind for me. Technically, by the time I get to this tank, I'm going to have this engine already. So I'm going to have to research just the radio, which I'm probably going to get as well. So I'm going to have to research nothing on this tank other than the tracks. It's going to be the only thing I have to research. Yeah, that's just bizarre. But, oh, 259k for the next tank for the tier 10. Ouch. Tier 10 looks more like an artillery than anything else, and yeah, that gun. Let's very quickly compare it to the Death Star gun, which is the same. Duh. Though. I think the soft stats on it are going to be different, though. Let's see. Yeah, the rate of fire goes up from 2 to 2.2. The penetration is the same, damage is the same. Accuracy goes from 0.4 to 0.38, and the aim time goes from 3.4 to 3. So you're just going to have the same gun, just slightly better stats, really. And this tank is going to get more armor. The old, the Death Star. And the new one is going to get way less armor, I do believe. Yeah. Let's quickly grab the other one for comparison. So I'm not going to really have to compare the gun, because you already know what the gun is like. You've probably felt it to the face. Yeah, this is the armor difference between the two. 152 versus half. Even the rear armor is halved. Side armor is the same. Yikes. Oh, they actually specify turret armor. Interesting. Well. Oh, this is a traversable turret. If they say turret armor, it's probably a traversable turret. Interesting. I mean, this armor versus this armor. Yikes. It has no armor. This is the definition of a glass cannon. Literally. Wow. Okay. Again, this tank, I think, is on a Centurion hull by the looks of it. And the vehicle, blah blah blah, Centurion, base of Centurion Mark III, yep. So, yeah. So that's the new British line. Let's take a look at the lower tiers real quick. We have an M2, not interesting, a Stuart variation. We have the Grant, which is an M3 Lee variation, which can get a 6-pounder gun, which is not a bad gun. You also get, what's this? Okay, so you have the choice between more penetration or more damage. Accuracy is pretty much the same. Aim time is pretty good on both of them, so that's not bad. Rate of fire is pretty good as well. This one has the way better rate of fire, but this one has more damage, so that's not anything spectacular. So, the new British line. I know I was quite quick that I went through it, but yeah, a bit of a disappointment that you stick with the same gun for pretty much 3 tiers. That's a bit painful. But I guess the 87 had the same. No, actually did not have the same gun. Yeah. So 87 has a better gun than a Challenger, which is a bit disappointing, I have to say. This tank might be one of those shit tanks that you're just gonna have to get through, which I don't know. But the Archer looks like a very interesting tank, and the Achilles does as well. Challenger not so much. Charioteer, what? Charioteer. Yeah. Looks like a very interesting tank. With that 105, that definitely, this might be the tank where I'm gonna stop in his line, because this one, that whole armor is gonna be the death of you. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, the Sherman 3, pretty interesting tank, I have to say. It's fairly close to the M4 though. You get a derp gun as well. Let's actually take a look real quick. Americas. Let's quickly compare those. Where is it? I'm blind. There it is. Let's grab that one. that one, although probably nobody is ever going to use that, but let's take a look at it anyways. Let's go back. Let's go to the British. Let's actually put you there, and we go to the Sherman 3. 6-pounder, let's grab the 76, and the 6-pounder, and the stats. Let's compare the tanks real quick. This is not the upgraded configuration though, so we can't quite compare them, but we can compare the stock versions, because these are both the stock versions, I guess. Same hit points, better engine on the British when it's stock, top speed's the same, reverse speed's the same, armor is the same, turret armor is the same, standard gun seems to be the same, rate of fire is slightly worse, but you're never going to notice that difference. View range is very slightly better, and the signal range is slightly better. So between these two, there's not going to be much between them. It's kind of weird though, because Sherman 3 is, as you can see, not the same Sherman. It's a different Sherman. It's a Sherman 3. Then this is probably a Sherman 1-ish. So yeah, let's take a look at these guns. Just compare them. Better rate of fire, same penetration, same damage, same accuracy, same aim time. So on the British side, you're gonna have a better gun on the 76mm. 6-pounder, of course, is not available on the normal Sherman, the American Sherman. And the 105, or do we have any changes here? Slightly worse rate of fire, same penetration, same damage, same accuracy, and better aim time, 2.3 seconds. Wow, that's pretty nice. So there are some minute differences between the two. I don't think 460... Does the American get a 460 horse engine as the final engine? I don't remember. 460, yeah. Okay, so some interesting stuff there. Let's quickly go through the patch notes. This was the most important part of the patch, at least for me. So, they've added the Firefly thing. Do keep in mind, by the way, that some of those stats in those tanks might still change, because some of them are still the mock-up kind of, you know, stats, the placeholders. So yeah, they might still change. This is just a preliminary view for you guys, and I just wanted to get it out as fast as I could. They have fixed some visual issues on the mouse, the Fury, the Jack Panther, fixed the gun size on the KV-1S, and the Centurion Mark. Sound size 1. Nope. I could look it up, but I don't see anything that's different. Just, you know, nah, I'm not seeing it. It might be here somewhere, but I'm not seeing it just straight off the bat, so I'm not sure. Let's see. They've added a couple of super test vehicles. I'll see if I can take a look at them like I did last time, but that's going to be in a separate video. I'm trying to keep this one short. They've added a new map, Winter Ruinberg. Let's actually go to... let's see. Team training. And we'll create a room. We're not actually going to create one, but we're just going to look. So, let's go down to Winterberg? Oh, okay, they call it Winterberg. So it's pretty much the same map, just with snow. That's what it comes down to. There's an attack defend one, and there's a counter version. Let's see what else we have. We have a new map called Mittengard. Back up to the M. Mittengard, excuse me, not Midgard. That's Norwegian mythology. My bad. Which is a low tier map for just tier 1, 2, and 3, if I'm not mistaken, but it might be 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe just 1 and 2. I'm not sure. It's low tier only, which is a very, very small map. Insanely small, actually. And it's just a small sort of city map to get people to get used to city maps, I'm guessing. It looks like an interesting map for low tier, but yeah, higher tier would not work. Again, we will take a look at these. And there's also, which is interesting, an encounter version. So I'm guessing this is like a low tier kind of tutorial into encounter versions of a map. I'm guessing, like to ease people into it. I'm not entirely sure. And we have Ghost City, which sadly, Ghost Town, is only going to be available for team battles, and I don't really do team battles, so that kinda sucks. Yeah, but the map looks very interesting. It's a city map, somewhat. It's more of a, yeah, it's a ghost town, so it's a kind of a decimated kind of city. But it looks quite interesting. They have removed Severogorsk. Woohoo! Rejoice! Yeah! Hated that map. And what was the other one? Ruinberg on fire. I actually like that one. Thought it looked good, but they removed them. Meh. Let's actually go back to something interesting to look at, because I know you're wanting to look at this. I certainly couldn't wait for this thing. Anyways, let's continue very quickly. They fixed some landscape irregularities on Mountain Pass, Fisherman's Village, and Windstorm. From what I heard, they've basically smoothed out some of the terrain. They've moved a little bit of the bumps here and there. Nothing game-breaking, but they've just smoothed it out a bit. They fixed the entries on non-game areas on Windstorm and Stalingrad, so they've done some things out of the map border. Well, whoopsie-doo. Great. They fixed some visual issues on Windstorm. Okay, great. Fixed some game issues in Stalingrad. Great. They fixed some visual model issues with certain environmental objects. Okay, great. The client now uses less RAM. On screen now you should see how much RAM it's currently using and what it's using on the normal server. If I haven't put it in here, I probably forgot, and you should put it in the comments and I'll tell you afterwards. So probably post a comment right now because I probably forgot. I'll try to check it out. They fixed sound loading system in order to reduce the number of freezes in battle. Ooh, that sounds good. Removed sound and music streaming from the HDD hard drive when the sound volume is set to 0. So, if you go here, settings. Wait a minute. That's new. Report a bug. Huh. At least I think it's new. So, let's say I have music turned off. Previously, they would still be playing the music, just at 0 volume, but it will still be playing, so it will literally be reading from your hard drive the music file, playing it, even though it's not doing anything. That's really bad. That's a complete waste of resources. That's a disk read that you shouldn't have to do. So now if you turn something off, it's actually off. So yeah, having your music off, which I pretty much always do in games, will actually mean that you're loading less from your hard drive, which is always a good thing. So I don't know why they haven't done that any sooner, but yeah, that's a really good change. Very simple, should have been done a very long time ago, but yeah, it's wargaming. What do you expect? They fixed the making of screenshots, fixed the bug where the client application keeps on running. Yeah, I've had that a couple of times where my game just kept running in the background even though it was closed. I had to kill it through the task manager, which is a bit annoying, but yeah. Looks quite rusty there. Bad maintenance on this tank. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I like this tank. It's probably going to be in my garage, I'm going to have to say. I'm probably going to get it. Anyways, let's continue here. Fix some bugs with some objects using high detail of shadows on low settings. So technically it should improve your performance if you're running on low shadows. So let's say you're running on low shadows, then this particular object would be rendering the shadows in high detail rather than low. So it's using resources that you didn't want it to use. So technically, if you're using low shadows, which I am because I like to have some shadows, but other than that I really don't care, should actually increase my performance by a little bit. So that's a good thing. A couple of performance upgrades, or whatever you want to call them in here, which is really a good thing. I like seeing those. Fixed the bug where your own shadow was missing from sniper view. Okay, didn't really notice that one, but I mean, how many tanks, if you're in sniper view, can you actually see your own shadow? Most tanks you can't even point down that far. Now this is one that I'm really interested in. A player will now receive 10% extra experience for scouting damage for each level difference between your tank and the target. So let's say I'm in a, of course I don't have a light tank because I'm set to mediums, light tanks. So I'm in a leopard, right, which I recently rebought, and I'm scouting a tier 7 tank. I'm a tier 5, so one level is tier 6, one level tier 7, so I'm gonna get 20% extra experience from it. I don't think it starts counting at your own level, so tier 6 would be 10%, tier 7, 20%, tier 8, yeah. Pretty sure, yeah. So 2 tiers up, yeah, I'm right, okay. So that means that scouts are going to earn more experience, which was a long needed overhaul, because I've had games where I just could not do more because I was in a bottom tier, scouts 2 tiers above me or 3, and everybody was tier 10, everybody had a better view range than me. There's not much I can do. I spotted, let's say, 1,000 damage, and I couldn't do any damage because my gun couldn't penetrate anything, and I got nothing for it. But it's at that point all I can do in this tank, because everybody can outscout me and everybody can outdamage me, and I can't pen anybody. What am I supposed to do? And in those cases, you're gonna get, rewarded a lot better now, which is, I think, a long and very much needed change to light tanks. Now, if they do the view range as well, then light tanks are gonna be back to where they were. But with tanks now having 410 meters view range, and you get light tanks that have 400. Yeah, that means that medium tanks are going to outscout you, which is pretty ridiculous. And some of them are even faster than medium tanks now, or than light tanks. It's just annoying. So yeah, much needed. But I'm ranting again. Back to topic. They've added some functions to the minimap, and let's take a look at the settings, because I actually haven't looked at them yet. Let's see. Here we go. Display camera direction beam on the minimap. Okay. Display the sector of fire for artillery, so basically the square that you're aiming at. Enable expanded minimap features. Always on. Enable battle recording. Well, we always want to keep that. So this is basically the normal battle recording that used to be, I think, here-ish. So yeah, they've added these 2 options and this one. This means if you've used XVM or HD Maps, Minimap, or any one of those Minimap mods, you see the circle of your view range, that's now in there. In Artillery View, you see the little box of what you're actually looking at, so what you're zoomed into the area, that's now there. A cone of the direction that you're looking at, they've added that. And they've added last spotted markers, so last seen. So yeah, that's really, really nice. And according to them, but take it with a grain of salt, but according to Wargaming, they've actually had a better performance with this one than the one that is in XVM. So yeah, if they have a better native function than a mod could do, yeah, I can definitely dig that. I like better performance. Anyways, let's get back to the tank you're actually interested in. I'm just gonna keep this on my screen because I know people like to see it. We're almost through it, just a little bit more. They have moved the medal for Racer to the special category. Well, whoopsie-doo. They've reworked the shell hitting a tank effect. They seem to be doing that every single patch for the last 3 patches, so not a clue what changed now. Changed the interface of repeatedly receiving a mastery badge, so I'm guessing if you receive it for the 2nd time or something, it's gonna look different. I'm not entirely sure. Like, that, when you get that, it's gonna look different in the score panel. I have no idea. In the meantime, let's actually just take this thing out for a battle while I'm talking here. Oh, nope. Exit. Random battle. There we go. And I'm probably gonna fail hard, but oh well. Because I'm still reading the patch notes while I'm doing this. AFK punishment has been implemented again. If you're AFK for 3 battles, you're gonna get banned instead of 4-ish, what it was before. They fixed some freezes and crashes of the client. That's always a good thing. They fixed the issue of not being able to get the elite status on some tanks, regardless of the fact if you unlocked everything. I didn't have that issue, but that's a good thing to fix. Fix some camera issues and track displays in post-mortem mode. Yeah, I've seen that, where people would sink into the ground for a second if you switch to them and that sort of stuff. Okay, they fixed that. Good. Let's see, they fixed a bug that if you threw your crew out of your tank while your barracks were full and tried to return them back into the tank, it wouldn't work. They've added some tips to the loading screen. Well, we'll see that in a second if we actually get a loading screen. Let's see if we can actually get a new map. That would be fantastic. And this is taking quite long. There's not that many people playing tier 5, tier 6, so... They fixed the flickering in the bushes and leaves and stuff if you're in sniper mode. That was really annoying. And holy crap, we got a full... Oh, balls, this is bad. Guys, I'm not gonna do too well. I'm just gonna say. So, let's see. Over there we have the Charioteer. If anything else... Oh, here we have him up close. That's pretty tiny. Pretty big turret, though. Do we have anything else? No, it's just charioteers. So I'm gonna go out in the field. Let me actually plug in my headset here so we can actually hear a thing. So give me a second. I'll try to keep reading patch notes while playing. That's gonna be interesting. Plug in headset, put on headset, and turn on speaker so I can actually hear something. That would be nice.
Time to roll out!
Yeah, let's go. Fix the appearance of several circles on the water surface after hitting... Man, I'm trying to read and drive. That's not good. Where was it? Fix the appearance of several circles on the water surface when hitting water under certain angles. Okay. As you can see, this tank, the speed is not great. This is about its top speed, and FCM will overtake you. So, speed, not great. Let's just hope I'm not gonna get team killed. I usually don't get team killed for some reason. I don't know why, but pretty much almost never get team killed. But just watch. But if you look at the minimap, you saw that that charioteer in the middle there was spotted and went sort of pinkish colored. That's the color for spotted, but no longer visible. You know that. Let's move up here. And he is dead. We have a light tank, a bullfrog. You can see the aim time. Oh, that was just a bad shot on my part. FC him over there. Can't see him. Got a charioteer over there. Yeah, we just had his turret.
Enemy hit!
We bounced on it. It's a prototype actually. There we go. Put one in. Yeah, we're never gonna hit this angle. But yeah, you can see the rate of fire. This is just a 75% crew. Reload time at 3 seconds. Yeah, I know. It's pretty awesome. So put a shot. So
we damaged them.
There we go. I shot into his turrets. Wasn't fully aimed, but aimed enough. See if he peeks out again. Oh no, yes. Put a shot in. It's not going to be very difficult to pen him. Oh darn it, we were just too slow. Oh, that was a bad shot. Ow.
Enemy armor destroyed.
But yeah, that just took half our health. That kind of hurt. Let's move up here. Oh, crap.
We're immobilized.
That was just a track shot. There's somebody up front there. I think this charioteer is gonna light him up. Come on. I gotta fix my track. I gotta get out of here. Otherwise I'm dead. Can't see him. Was it the Pershing that was shooting me? I'm not sure. Be careful here. We are like the lowest tier in here. I think there's one other tier 6. Yeah, the enemy team didn't even have a tier 6. So we got pretty screwed. Pretty horrific matchmaking for us. Let's see if we can help this charioteer here. Yeah, he has it. Can we steal the kill? Can't see him. Nope, we can't. Darn it. And the rest is all in town, so let's head over there. You can see mobility, not great. Not bad, but not great. So we have a laser thingamajig in the minimap, so you can see where we're pointing. Last known position, there's a 30 off to our right. Shit, did not see that. I hope we're not spotted, otherwise I'm gonna die here. There's a 30 right there-ish. Oh, there. Just saw him move. I think that shot actually missed. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's behind. Dang it, we're not gonna see him. So the Charioteer is an interesting tank. It's a fast little bugger with a pretty decent gun. Not great, but decent. Oh, come on. Oh, dang it. I was waiting for that side shot. Damn it. Oh well, yeah, we got one kill. Not too bad. They fixed the jumping of tank icons on the minimap. They fixed some lag issues. And, look. Oh, okay. New record. You actually got a fancier version if it's the first time you get it. Interesting. Okay. So, yeah, that wasn't great, really. This thing does not seem to make a lot of money. It seems to be pretty low. So I'm wondering if the creditability, whatever you want to call it, this tank is wrong still, because, I mean, yeah, I didn't do a whole lot, but that was pretty ridiculously low, 4.4k. I mean, did 600 damage as a bottom tier, but I didn't get rewarded for jack shit either. I mean, an IS-6 did less damage to me and he gets more experience. Go figure. Yeah, I hate the way this scored experience in this game. I mean, how freaking ridiculous is that? He did less damage at tier 8 heavy than a tier 6 medium, and he gets more experience. Pfft, sense? That makes none. Anyways, ranting again. And that was pretty much it for this patch, other than this. Oh, hello! What do we have here? Worthy rewards. For each mission complete, you will receive a special vehicle and unique female crews. Okay. Free choice. Personal missions do not have a time limit. All missions have a primary and secondary condition that must be fulfilled during one battle. For new and skilled players. Test and improve your mastery in controlling a vehicle of any type while completing blah blah. Okay. So we can get a Stug, a T28 Concept, a T55A, and a 260, an Object 260. So, what do we have to do? Let's click on it. Ooh, they even have like an actual 3D rendering here. Cool. So, I have to do these missions. And I'm not sure. I have to fulfill 20 of them, so I guess you can pick which ones you want to do. So we have 15 here, 15 here, 15 here, and 15. So you can do it with light tanks, but you have to do at least 2 tank types because you only get 15. But let's see what kind of, like, what the last thing is here. Assist in doing 2000 damage by spotting the enemy vehicles or destroying their tracks. Assist in destroying at least 2 vehicles. Higher than tier 4. Okay, well that doesn't seem to be too bad. You get a bunk in a barrack and you get 1 female crew member. Basically what you're doing with this is you're saving up and you get like a crew for, I think it was this tank. I can't click it, but you go through this one and you unlock that one and blah blah, and you actually unlock a crew for this tank as well. And maybe for this one as well. Maybe you just get the crew members per tank. I don't know. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you get crew members for the tanks that you actually unlock. Get premium. Yeah, 1 female crew member. So yeah, you actually unlock by playing these. You get the crew members for it. And I think they're 100%, but I'm not sure about that. But yeah, these are missions, and I'm very, very much looking forward to these missions because this seems awesome. You do have to actually start the missions, so you actually have to pick one and start it. So that's kind of interesting. I can't complete it on this tank apparently. I don't know why. So let's take a look. Unavailable, 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 unavailable. Hello. Let's see, medium. Why is this unavailable? Proceeding mission. Okay, what's the proceeding? Oh, wait, this one. Ah, okay. Here we go. You have to do this one first. Cause damage to an enemy vehicle, win a battle, join a top 10 experience. Start, you do that, then you can do the second one. Cause damage to an enemy vehicle while on the move. So you start that, do that, go to the next one, and you just keep going through them. And I think this is very, very nice, and I'm very much looking forward to this. Anyways, this video was longer than I intended to be. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.